Hello everyone, Mark Latham here. Cora's behind the camera. We're down in our cosy cellar. I'm trying not to laugh because she said, you know the milk tray adverts, or because the lady loves milk tray. Well, I've got this top on, and and she's saying really I should be diving off a cliff into the sea with my box of chocolates, right? and hand them to her. Of course I would do that, and I have done that many a times, jump off a cliff with a box of chocolates for my wife. But that's another story. Anyway, let's get back to some serious stuff here, right? Because it is serious. Yeah, I did a video just a while back about lying, about the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society lying, and they just don't stop lying, do they? It's one lie after another. That they claim to be honest, and to the outside world, I suppose, when they're hard working and you know, they drop a purse in the street, they'll be the first to hand it in. But actually, when it comes down to being honest about themselves as an organisation, I think all of us as an ex-JW community are very much aware around the world that they are anything but honest when they come to talking about their own society, organisation, call it what you will. Anyway, it's just something that John Cedars came out with the other day on something that he was talking about, and I went through my reasoning from the scriptures book, and we were looking at something on page 200 about the last days and that generation, and so I just went through that again and had another look, and yeah, it's another failed prophecy. They've completely screwed it up yet again. But I went on to the next page and started browsing, and as I was browsing through, I did on page 201 I found this under a subtitle, how is the work of Jehovah's Witnesses financed? Okay, now once again, we all know, it's common knowledge that although they not to the Jehovah's Witnesses, I might add, but to everyone else, that the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society hedge funds. Yes, they do, and we have evidence of that, don't we? The whole community knows this. There are still many witnesses that don't believe that's the case, that there is no hedge funding going on. So anyway, let's just have a quick look at this reasoning from the scriptures. How is the work of Jehovah's Witnesses financed? And I'm going to cut it short. It's not going to be a long video, this one. And I quote, by voluntary contributions, as was true with the early Christians. No collections are ever taken at their meetings. They do not beg for money from the public. Any donations from interested persons are used to further the worldwide work of Bible education conducted by the witnesses. So, it's all done by donations. That's what they say. But is that the case? Let's just skip a paragraph and go on to the last one. The Watchtower Bible and Tract Society of Pennsylvania, a legal religious corporation that is used by Jehovah's Witnesses, was incorporated in 1884 in accordance with the non-profit corporation law of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Non-profit corporation law, USA. Thus, by law, it cannot be, and it is not, a profit-making enterprise. Nor do individuals make a profit through the society. Really? The society's charter states, the society, does not contemplate pecuniary gain or profit, incidentally or otherwise, to its members, directors or officers. They don't make any profit whatsoever. They make no profit. Okay, well, we know they hedge fund. We've seen their list on society, on group meetings that have taken place here in the UK. I think at the British Museum, wasn't it, of 2 years running? Watchtower Bible and Tract Society, there they are, looking to invest. So what is the definition of a hedge fund? You can Google it. I just found this one straight off within seconds. The definition of a hedge fund. an aggressively managed portfolio of investments that uses advanced investment strategies such as leveraged, long, short and derivative positions in both domestic and international markets, with the goal of generating high returns either in an absolute sense or over a specified market benchmark. Legally, hedge funds are most often set up as a private investment partnerships that are open to a limited number of investors and require a very large initial minimum investment. Investments in hedge funds are illiquid, as they often require investors keep their money in the fund for at least 1 year. So they need large initial minimum investments to do it. Let's go back to that paragraph again. Reasoning from the Scriptures, page 201. And it says, how is the work of Jehovah's Witnesses financed? By voluntary contributions, as was true of the early Christians. No collections are ever taken at their meetings, and they don't beg for money to the public. Any donations from interested persons are used to further the worldwide work. Nothing in there about hedge funds. It's all donated, apparently. Another total lie. A blatant lie. But I'm sharing it because if you have a reasoning from the Scriptures in your libraries, if you haven't got rid of them, you can share this with witnesses if they ever knock on your door. Page 201. You can actually download from other, I'm sure we've got it somewhere as well, the information that shows quite clearly that they have been involved with the financial predators of the world, that they are involved with them. God only knows where that money is being invested, but it's your donations as Jehovah's Witnesses that is then being collected, including your gold rings and your deeds and everything else that they're asking for in your recent watchtowers, is being put towards what? The worldwide work? No. It's being thrown into large package deals within the financial predatory markets, where there are winners and indeed there are losers. So I just wanted to share that out there. Page 201, how is the work of Jehovah's Witnesses financed? It's a total lie. Okay, so thank you very much for listening to this. I'm now going to jump off a cliff with a bunch of chocolates. Bye for now.